The official release date of GTA 6 just poured out thanks to a brand new PS5 bundle and version of the console, alongside a ton of other insider information to do with GTA 6 features, the trailer, and our first official look from the developers. As usual, we've got all the juice here on GTA Central, so make sure you're sticking around until the end and subscribe with all those notifications on. Diving straight into it all for those that missed the official first screenshot by Rockstar Games, actually featuring a typical house in Miami, Florida, GTA Trailer Countdown tweeted out this image, which is the full version on screen right now. Despite this looking like Walter White's house from Breaking Bad, almost implying, you know, in the future we could be seeing a Breaking Bad collaboration in GTA because everybody literally wants to see that. Here's some concept art for it on screen right now. It would be cool to get DLC to play as actual other characters from different universes like Breaking Bad instead of just being able to individually customize the characters like in GTA 5 Online that we currently have. Regardless, following up to this tweet, of course, confirming its validity or discussing it, the GTA Trailer Countdown Twitter stated this was discovered in the definitive edition of San Andreas as a new picture that wasn't featured in the original game or any previous title of Grand Theft Auto. This part of the article right here, without going on too much, describes it best from IGN. GTA fans think Rockstar snuck a first screenshot into GTA Trilogy. A simple picture of a house or a complex marketing plan? You decide. A single image of a house in the remastered version of GTA San Andreas has sparked fan speculation that it is in fact the first screenshot of Grand Theft Auto 6. This of course meaning from the developers, considering, you know, the kid that leaked so many files, actually a while ago, I believe like 90, including gameplay of the new features that sadly we can't showcase, but here's some new features and like screenshots from the alpha version of GTA 6 on screen right now. Supposedly he's not facing any charges due to being, you know, mentally unstable, as you can see from the tweet on screen, which was actually just recently surfaced news. The good thing about all of this though is it's not going to delay the release date of GTA 6, which we have an update on, which we're going to be discussing right now thanks to a brand new PS5 bundle on the next version of the console. As you can see right here from the GTA Countdown Twitter, GTA 6 and PS5 Pro will reportedly launch next year, adding 4K 60 FPS option with improved stability and 8K support. This in itself, just reading that, is not only completely huge for a release date confirmed for GTA 6 being 2024 finally, but also these actual specs for a console to operate at. Of course, the image is just a concept right now of what that artwork could look like, but of course, it's based off valid leaks that we know are basically confirmed by the voice actors, of course, with these characters Jason and Lucia on the artwork right here, this concept resembling them. Before we dive into those two characters, out of the three main ones we're going to be seeing, like Franklin, Trevor, and also Michael in GTA 5 right now, we need to dive into this article regarding this bundle's release date. GTA 6 could release in 2024 according to Take-Two. The article then goes on to state, during Take-Two's annual investor call and financial update, comments were made that clearly suggested GTA 6 could surface as soon as 2024. It's difficult to see how anything else could have alluded to this in the community made by Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar Games, longtime developer of Grand Theft Auto series. Following a record-breaking year for Take-Two in terms of financial performance, even larger goals have been put in place for the year ahead. Specifically for the fiscal year 2024 to 2025, it was reported that there are certain things happening in that period that would change the face of the company for the better, and supposedly one of those things is the launch of GTA 6. GTA 5, for those that don't know right now, is coming up on its decade or 10-year anniversary. I believe it was like early or mid-September. Either way, the date's on screen right now in this image of the girl holding an iPhone 4, so that's how you know it's kind of outdated. With a release date in 2024, this of course means we're soon going to be seeing our first official look in not only screenshot or teaser form, but actual trailers that Rockstar do release, as one of these is already 10 years old. It's crazy to think that this was actually developed for originally the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and then the soon release after that of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox Series 1. We've gone through that entire console cycle and are now faced with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X until we get this new version. Speaking of this new console, the PS5 Pro or variant of the PS5 from Insider Games, as you can see regarding the release date plans and console details, they've stated in this article that this is aiming for a November 2024 release, which makes sense. If GTA 6 is to release next year, I'm guessing it's going to be nearer 2025 than early 2024. And according to a new report from Key to Gaming, the PS5 Pro, codenamed Project Trinity, is already having demo events held to showcase the improvements. It's also stated that the majority of studios will receive development kits by late November 2023. The main thing that makes GTA though, as previously briefly mentioned about the three main characters of the story in GTA 5, Franklin, Trevor, and Michael. As of now, we know two of those confirmed by the voice actors also teasing things across their socials. The first protagonist, as GTA Trailer Countdown states right here, the first female character we're going to be seeing in the series, she's Hispanic and her name's Lucia, inspired by Bonnie, a notorious bank robber during the early 1930s, you know, Bonnie and Clyde, and then it's voiced by Alexandra, and I'm not going to say that second name. The second protagonist protagonist is Jason, inspired by Clyde, the partner of Bonnie, who are also known as the most infamous criminal couple in American history. Again, Bonnie and Clyde as previously mentioned. Of course, this is a huge step up from any previous GTA installments in the actual series or franchise as a whole, considering Rockstar, when they've previously developed games, they've gone with similar traits such as male protagonists. Speaking of different installments in the series that obviously have built the foundation for what we see today, Rockstar Games only took 9 months to develop GTA Vice City, whilst GTA 6 has been in development for 9 years so far since 2014. The ultimate question in this tweet as well is, do you think longer development times are justifiable? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Rockstar have been asked about this long development cycle multiple times. Why does it take so long for you to develop games when you have so much money and so many staff? It should be months between games, not years. Can someone please explain it to me? We live in consumer society. The customer is always right, don't forget that. And Rockstar's response was, upsetting you feel this way. It takes us a long time to make games because we take it enormously seriously and want the game to be everything it can be so that you, our fans, are entertained and amazed as possible, which I think in itself first of all speaks for everyone in terms of the enjoyment we've got out of GTA 5 over the past decade. Anyways, moving on, we are sorry that it sometimes seems to take a long time, but the massive amount of work it takes to imagine, design, build and populate a digital world is simply staggering, and we are constantly striving to make sure each game surpasses the last one. The games are made up of millions of assorted assets and built by hundreds of highly talented, highly specialized people working incredibly hard. We try to work as fast as possible, but given the combinations of cutting-edge technology, high-resolution graphics and animation, and hundreds of thousands of sound files, all of which have to work perfectly and be fun and enjoyable to play, it is not surprising the games take a while to make. Even with sequels to existing games, it is important to us that they have a lot of new elements and feel fresh and exciting. We feel it is our duty to make sure the games are as good as we can make them and as innovative as we can make them. This is an unarguable answer as long as it does deliver, not only to expectations based off all the hype surrounding it as everybody wants to see even a little bit officially revealed from Rockstar themselves regarding GTA 6, but I have a feeling, considering it's nearly been a decade development cycle, that they will even need to surpass expectations, especially since the initial leaks that poured out that showed very early development in new features that we haven't seen in GTA 5, of course upcoming in GTA 6. As Rockstar described, all of these little small details making up a huge map that's interactive, as we're going to be able to go in each individual building, unlike GTA 5 itself, where some of them are literally just kind of like filler. Reports have came out already regarding, the GTA 5 map, as we initially thought this was big nearly a decade ago, that the GTA 6 map is not only going to be twice as big as the GTA 5 map, and supposedly this is an early form or accurate prediction based off information that's already leaked out in terms of our first look at the GTA 6 map, but that's not all, as they're not only going to have to, do everything on that particular map that's twice as big, bigger and better for the newer generation consoles, technology and just overall enjoyment for the consumer, just like other games that are ever changing with the decline in attention span of literally everybody if we're faced with the same thing on repeat like the old Call of Duties. GTA Trailer Countdown tweeted out GTA 6 will reportedly feature an ever-evolving map as Rockstar plans to update the game over time, adding new cities on a regular basis, with Vice City being the main setting. This of course kind of appeals to the Fortnite or kind of Call of Duty season theme where we get different Battle Royale maps, islands or arenas that we can actually, play on. So finally, are you satisfied with the map of GTA 6? Is it too big? Big enough? Let me know down below in the comments. Slap a like if you're hyped for the game releasing though in 2024, and subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you are the first to see the brand new leaks. If you haven't watched the previous video on the channel, however, here's a link to it on screen right now, but hopefully I can catch you in the very next one we do publish.